Okay, let's go over fixing defense, okay? By the end of this video, you can see exactly what buttons I'm pressing. Don't focus on my face, focus on the controllers. But I'm going to show you exactly how to defend an SC25. Now, first of all, the most important thing, get someone like Kunde who's got the jockey playstyle. I told you from day one, the jockey playstyle is one of the most important things inside the game, okay? Because it allows you to run back quickly. Now, I'm just going to show you. I'm not going to touch my controller, yeah? Do you see how, for example, AI defense still exists? It's not non-existent, but you have to not move players out of position. So obviously when you're, for example, like here, you got to run back and you got to defend a situation. Don't get me wrong. But you see, for example, how the auto tackles exist? If it was up to me, I wouldn't want auto tackles inside the game. I would want even less tracking. I know tracking can be a bit problematic, but realistically, most people can't play like that. So AI defense hasn't been nerfed into the ground. You just need to know when you can use it for your advantage. And this is why I said, get a player with a high defensive awareness and high sprint speed, okay? 85 sprint speed minimum without a shadow chemistry style. Yes, there's only 20 players, but that's going to be the most important thing. The reason why is because through balls are very, very effective. You can get past with a through ball and you can easily beat someone. And because people have so many these Team of the Year players, it's even easier to get past someone. I want to show you an example. We'll continue this in a second video. Okay, next game, we're going to go back into it. So what I was trying to say is through balls are so easy. In fact, you can actually, because they buff the way through balls work and how defenders catch up, you could basically mistime a through ball and get away with it. And I'm going to show you this as much. So you see what I'm defending? Look here, like this, I'm trying to say pace is important. Look, I'm going to mistime this through ball and I'm able to still get the ball into those regions. So if you make that mistake, and let's say up against someone, I don't know this player how it is, but looks like a decent player. But if you made that mistake, you could be in big, big trouble. You see, like, here, I'm defending a situation. Now, look, you're going to say, I'm not going to defend this perfectly, but you can see, look here. I ran in jockey, I held my defensive line, I didn't panic. And this is what I meant by through balls, right? So you can see, like, here. Not gonna panic, not gonna panic. Look, there's an L1 triangle over the top. My opponents, look, massive gap that's being made. Look, and these through balls here, they're so deadly. That's actually a very top tier slide tackle. You rarely see that. That's a very good slide tackle from my opponent to defend a situation. So you got to be extremely careful. You see, like here, I'm running back, running back, running back, running back, running back. Here, I'm over here in this region using my CDMs. Then I'm keeping my defensive line standing tall. Now, what's going to appear that's easier for you is that when you keep your defensive line tall and you don't panic, for example, like here, not losing the ball, you're going to stop conceding goals a lot less, right? And you see, like here, look, through ball, it's just so easy to get through. You can see, like here, just look how easy it is to get through both of these situations. Wait for the goalkeeper to move now. So do you see how on the opposite end is why you need pace? I'm keeping my CDMs, as I said, in shape. AI defense is still there, but just that it doesn't recover for you too much. Like here, I got to use my CDM, and you can see, look, my team is parting like the deep Red Sea. You see, I'm keeping it in check. So at least if my opponent scores a goal like that, I got to at least, well, should have scored. Goalkeeper movement saved me. But at least if my opponent takes that shot, they got to have a very hard chance, or should I say a very, very good chance, or should I say rather make it a very difficult chance for them. Can't even speak. And also rapid and quick step are both very, very important. I think this goalkeeper's got it. Oh, I mistimed that. I should have green timed that. But you can see, for example, there. Now, also, attack can be the best form of defense. So you can press the ball high up the pitch, but you got to be careful. Once you get into this region, you got to go in defense territory. You see how the game actually still positions my players in the right place. You see that? How the game still does all of that for you. But you just got to make sure you don't move them out of position or run back when you... Like, if you see a danger, let's say you're not sure, just run back here. There's no harm. Look, run back here. You see, like, here, I'm running back. At least here, I don't have to panic. I know it's a 1v1, waiting for the cutback, pushing my opponent out wide. That's the key. Push your opponent out wide. It's easier to score down the middle. I'd rather overcommit, for example, on the outside. You can see, like here, wasn't even a good through ball. Nearly got through there. You see that? It was a terrible through ball from me. You see, like here, look, I'm getting ready to L1 button. L1 and I switch. Now those rebounds are still, I still think that's not being fixed. But you see, I'm trying to speak at the same time and do this. Playing this when the gameplay is slow is one thing, but speaking live and doing this at the same time and predicting what I'm doing is difficult. But do you see how when I'm defending, I'm using my players and I'm marking them like a wall. I'm using them like a wall. I'm saying to my opponent, if you are going to shoot, let me make it as difficult as possible. And that's not where I'm going to lose the ball. You see that? I'm acting like a wall. So every time I'm defending, my job is to protect the angle towards goal. Almost think of it like my opponent is going to take a shot. So therefore, it's my opportunity or my job to defend a situation. So do you see I'm using the run and jockey? Look at the buttons I press. Don't just focus on my face. Look at the controllers as well. This is why I don't like using face cams. because they take away from the controller. But you can see, look here, I'm going to play a terrible through ball, right? Or, for example, like here, the timing is not even going to be good. What I'm trying to show you here is that you can get away with murder. Again, like here, like not panicking, use the run and jockey, defend the angle towards goal. Now my opponent knows I'm going to be doing that. It's like here, good play from my opponent, good offside trap. But it's just, remember, you can't save everything. Like here, I can see that player upwards. I'm standing and keeping the defensive line in shape, and I ran back. See, I selected my fullback, and you might have to rewind some of these chances. I selected my fullback before that situation even happened to avoid it. So at least that way, look, I can go early. With TOTY, I'm moving early. Now I know pace is so important. I'm going to run back, and the player just got away with it. See, like here, I'm not going to do the most amazing. That's not the ball that I wanted, but like here, watch this. I'm not going to do an amazing through ball here. Trying to get the ball through here. The game is over assisting my pass. But look, what I'm trying to say, if someone's going to beat you, at least let them do something crazy. Don't run out. See, like my opponent staying rigid. At least do something like that. So at least if I have to beat the player, they got to do something crazy. Like here, I'm going to hold it a little bit, run back as fast as I can. I'm not going to try lobbing the ball backwards. Going to keep the ball going safe. Wait for that player to make that run and then go forward. I'm going to go with the L1 trigger here. Good play. And you see, like, I'm going to close that gap. I'm ready. See that L1 button? You see that with Kunde? I'm ready. I anticipate this. Look at that. As an L1 switch. Not even, it wasn't even a switch of like a right stick switch. So it was a simple L1 switch. And wait for the goalkeeper to move. And good tackle in the end. Very, very last minute. Probably waited a bit too long there. Again, not panicking. I see that strike. I'm getting rid of L1 button. L1 is ready. See that? Pushing my opponent out wide. Getting ready for the slide tackle. See that jockey play style? How it's coming in clutch? It's like here. Terrible through ball. Very, very good. Well, I think that's... I left it for Rashford really there, but it didn't really work out. I think that was offside. Good play from that. I wouldn't really recommend doing an offside trap unless you're 100% sure. But now I know my opponent does it so much, I was going to catch them off guard now. Now this time. Oh, good play. I thought my opponent's going to panic there. So at least I said, if someone's going to beat you, at least let them do something crazy like that before they beat you in. Very good save. Probably should have gone across goal there. I'm always used to going near post there, to be honest, in those situations. And also, finesse shots are still there now. Dembele hasn't got the finesse shot playstyle as of yet, but finesse shots, I'm still midway through doing that evolution, but finesse shots are very, very important. Get the ball on the ground. Do not lose the ball here, of course. And this is why the Cobb camera angle is important, you see, because I can see everything before it happens. Now look, here, look, terrible through ball. But you see how I can just get in behind so easily? Especially with that Team of the Year Evo as well. That was over ambitious. That was gold Tonali, may I add, as well. And we're going to go to the second half. Do you want to get better at FC25? Now, before you skip ahead, what if I told you if you joined my FC school and you didn't get better after 1 month, I'll refund your money? I can say this because I've been running my FC school for many, many years and thousands of students join and even stay on. We go over complete in-depth gameplay tutorials showing you both the theory of something and the gameplay examples using real-life examples in a structured format that's like a course. The videos are on a systematic learning system teaching you everything from the core mechanics, the basics to the meta so you can get better as a whole with explanations that go beyond the scope of my YouTube channel. FC School has already started with every single tactical layout, focuses, meta cards, and learn the meta before it even becomes the meta. So come join thousands of others in a mature audience community for those looking to get better at FC25, patreon.com/nilguides, or click the link down below. Now, when you join, we already have a library of hundreds of videos, more than my YouTube channel, in fact, with new videos on FC25 getting constantly added so you'll never run out of content. The biggest mistake people do is they spend thousands of dollars on FP points every year thinking this will make them better, but it won't. But now it's time for you to make that change. Don't forget, if you don't get better after 1 month, just send me a message and I'll refund your money. That's the Nil Guides guarantee. Links down below in the description, patreon.com/nilguides. Now, when it comes to tactics, as you can see, I've already mentioned what you should do yesterday. So, you know, a fullback defensive approach, you know, try to reduce, as you can see, I was playing with balance before, but try to reduce this and put this to 31, okay? For the left back and right backs, tuck them in, like so. If you really want to, you can, for example, put one of these players as a ball winning. Left wing and right wing, you can put them on wingers balanced. They don't come back all the way, but it can actually help with the formation and how far they come back, so you can always switch to them. Especially if you've got left mids and right mids, something like a 4-2-3-1 second variation, which would be the exact defensive brother of this, would be a perfect example. See, like here, I'm filling in that gap. Now, don't forget, you can't save everything. I know my opponent's eventually going to score, I want to make it as difficult for them as I can. And I switched to, you see, Van de Ven early and I anticipated the danger area. Look, again, a terrible through ball. Bit of trickery. And you see, look, my opponent, very smart, pushed me out wide. Very, very smart there from my opponent. Didn't let me go into the middle. You can see I'm running back. And now you can see, look, my right stick is ready. See that? I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. I'm holding. And then I switched there, as you can see, that situation. And I was completely distracted looking at my phone. That is one thing you don't want to do. Put your phone on silent as usual. Someone tell me about the Arsenal result, but let's not talk about Arsenal because I think it's over now. I think the league is done and dusted, if you're asking me. No Saka for 3-4 months. I think we're in serious trouble unless we get a striker. But look here. Waiting, not panicking. L1 triangle. And that is why that finesse shot playstyle is good as well. Be careful. You see, also, when I'm attacking, I'm also thinking, can I lose the ball if I do lose the ball? I don't want to lose the ball in these risky situations. So you can see, look, when I lose the ball, watch how I use my CDMs. Gonna push that player forward. Good play for my opponent. If you're not too sure, tactical foul. Take the player out. You see, like, I'm running back with that winger. I got to switch now. I got to switch to... You see, I got to switch now. I got to hold him. See that? If I never switched to Van de Ven there, all I had to do is run back. But if I never switched to that situation, I would have been in deep trouble there. Do you see that? How much trouble I would have been in? Because that through ball would have been timed perfection. So you got to switch to those. As soon as you see that run, and this is what I'm saying, that jockey playstyle, look, I'm telling you, trust me. I'm telling you from years of experience, right? That jockey playstyle is going to save you. I'd rather use a cheaper defender or someone like Koundé. Someone like, you know, I got the Van de Ven and Koundé Evos. I'd rather that way I don't have to make a mistake. You can see my opponent doing offside traps too much. Caught off guard. I think I might mess this up, and I have completely. I actually don't chip the ball that much. I have an issue with chipping, you know, because I always go for too much power, then always too few. But like here, like running backs like here, I don't know, so I'm just going to run back the danger area straight away. Bring my centre back out. I know there's an extra player there. So I'm watching, closing off the angle, making it difficult. That way, if my opponent does take a shot, for example, like there, then a wide angle, probably should have moved the goalkeeper as well there. And again, L1 triangles, you can see, look here. Going to bring that ball going forward. L1 triangles, although the first time have been technically nerfed, they've been buffed as well, indirectly as well. Like here, I'm in trouble. See, like bad pass? Push the player out wide. Push the player out wide. See that? I'm pushing the player as wide as I can. Almost forcing them into a trap. I'm looking at where my defenders are. I'm constantly checking my eyes. Where's the other defender? I made a big mistake again. A stupid mistake. Let's rectify the situation now. See, can it work? No. See, pushing the player out wide. Now I'm in trouble, right? So I'm pushing that player out wide. Now I'm in this one. I'm in serious trouble, right? Because I can only certain amount of players I can control. And good goal. Who on earth is messaging me? But yeah, you can see, for example, like there, I made a mistake, grave mistake. I shouldn't have lost the ball in the first place in that position, and I deserved that myself. My opponent stopped doing all that nonsense with the offside trap. You see, he's got Carlos Alberto in, and watch on play a bad through ball. I'm going to show you a bad through ball there. Going to run back here. Almost kind of forced it. I took a risk in that situation. Thought I was going to give a red card for a second. Wait, what? Wait, what did I do there? I have no idea what I did. But let's not panic. I know that he's either going to shoot and score a banger, or he's going to pass the ball there. Calm. I actually need to win this game, actually, for this evolution. So let's not make any more silly mistakes. Get the ball in the middle.
Well, this has been a compelling game so far. You just can't take your eyes off it or you may miss something.
From pass. Keep it simple. Old school nil guides. FIFA 21, you will know. Such an old school nil guides goal. If you're an old school viewer, you will know that is the typical nil guides goal with a first time fake shot. Again, just hold the line. And also, you got to be smart as well. You know, when you're around this time, okay, think of it. Every time you lose the ball, you could be in trouble as well, okay? So you got to think about this very carefully. Do you want to hold the ball and waste time? Now, to be honest, thankfully, I don't get millions of views. So you're not going to be versing, but look here. And everyone's going to figure this out anyway. I would say at this moment of time, it's better to hold the ball completely than lose the ball. And because the way the ball moves quickly, it's actually easier to hold the ball. Because the way ground passes are and how smooth they are and how easy you can get through, it's actually easier for you to hold the ball. You see that? And you can see I can analyze on my, I can see I've got my opponent's got 3 players on stay forward. I've analyzed that. Now, ideally, you should be changed to another formation here. I haven't got any other formation set up on this account because I've been testing tactics. But you can see, like, yeah, I'm just trying to retain the ball as much as possible. Trying to retain it. If I've got to go inwards, then I got to go inwards. You see that? If I got to go inwards, I got to go inwards. But again, just keeping the ball safe. Be smart. And let's be realistic. Everyone else, let's be realistic, right? I'm telling you, I never waste time. I've never met someone else in Foot Champions not wasted time against me. But listen, everyone's going to be a rat. You be a rat as well. Play like a Champions League final. Because they will do the same thing to you. Remember that. You have to play with honor. Like this. Keeping the ball safe. And in fact, you can see it's easy to hold the ball. See that? Easier to let it dribble. And my opponent's stuck. And they're not realizing they have to change formation here. I probably should have scored way more goals. But again, don't lose the ball. Simple. And this maybe probably has to be adjusted. I've actually not held the ball that much. I don't realize it's this overpowered. But look, you can see how overpowered it is. And let's just finish the game. Go for wide and ambitious. That didn't work. But look, I hope that kind of gave you a bit of an example of how I'm defending. It's anticipating. Keep your defensive line. If you really want to learn how to improve in FC25 and actually want to fix your defending, check out my Patreon. So it's patreon.com/Neil, guys. Click the link down below in the description or in the pinned comment section down below. If you don't get better defending after 1 month, I'll refund you my Neil, guys, guaranteed. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. Catch you next time. Peace.